Hello, my name is Jasmine and once again welcome to my channel. Today the main focus of our video would be on learning a second language. I decided to do this video on learning a second language because while I was at school I had the opportunity to join a club, and in this club I was offered the opportunity to volunteer as a translator at elementary school while they were doing conferences. And in this elementary school, it's highly populated on immigrants. Therefore, they needed many translators to communicate to their parents, for teachers to communicate with their parents. While I was in this school, and I realized that many of the kids didn't know their first language, which was Spanish, and therefore were having troubles learning English as a second language. The parents thought that it was better for them to not learn Spanish and to just focus on English. However, the kids ended up not knowing either English or Spanish, which was a little bit difficult as a translator to translate many things. So today I am going to focus on the pros and cons of learning a second language. Let's start with the pros. According to some research and some studies that will be listed down below in the description box and right here, it is easier for children to learn a second language. While children who are exposed to bilingual education tend to learn another language faster, the process that goes into learning a first language implements the process of learning a second language, which helps the developing process. Learning a second language, however, can be very difficult for a child because it introduces a whole new alphabet. The grammar structure can be totally different, and the sounds may confuse the child. Not only that, but it also costs a lot more because a second language is not offered in elementary schools or middle schools. It is generally offered in high school and only offered for a small amount period. It doesn't really teach a lot. Therefore, you would need to get a tutor at a young age and pay a lot of money for the child to learn a second language. Learning a new language also helps to create better and new connections to different people. It also gives you the opportunity to travel and know new cultures, understand the language, new cultures, and it gives you a different perspective on many things. It often makes you double think on your decisions. This also helps you obtain a job better because nowadays jobs are more likely to hire people who can speak more than one language because there's a lot of different cultures mixed, especially in the United States. And in order to get more people involved and to persuade people into buying or involved in whatever product, it requires people to understand. Therefore, more people who speak different languages are needed. Learning a second language, though, however, it needs a lot of maintenance to it. You need to practice and so it's not forgotten. Not only that, but sure, it brings you more connections. You can connect to more people. You can visit new places. However, not many people have the opportunity to go to a different place because it costs a lot of money. And most people won't even get to speak the language with actual native speakers of that language. According to a couple of studies, learning a second language can also help retain better memory. It helps with cognitive thinking, and it helps to not develop or slow the development of dementia and Alzheimer's. Learning more than one language, however, can cause problems such as code mixing, which is when speaking you use two languages at the same time, or like mix them in a sentence. You use different words for one word of each language, such as Spanglish, instead of actually using code switching, which is speaking one language in a certain environment and then switching to another language in another, to the appropriate environment, instead of code mixing, which is mixing two languages at once while speaking. Thank you for staying until now. Hopefully I've given you a full rounded information on the pros and cons on learning a second language. I know many students especially have to take another language in high school. It's one of the requirements and you have to do it for 2 years. Many don't really pay attention to it. They just try to breeze through it and finish it and get it over with. But now hopefully you know the benefits of actually paying attention and listening to it, continuing that language, or now you know that it's not worth it, if you think that, if that's what you got. Thank you, and stay tuned for another video. See you soon.